Okay, this week has been a pretty interesting one, to be honest, and a tiring one. We had some really good ski conditions earlier on in the week, and I was away for the first proper skimo races of the year for me, which was actually the Norwegian Skimo Championships as well, in both individual and vertical. And the big news is that I am now Norwegian as well, so I got my double citizenship. So that means I could actually compete in the Norwegian National Championships, which was pretty funny, to be honest. So it was a fun weekend, but let's start at the beginning of the week. I just kind of got into a rhythm training a little bit more alone because Petter was away, smashing out a few sessions, but I planned the tempo hills for the weekend that would act as the training race I had, which was that skimo race. So I was going to do the tempo hills instead, the skimo race instead of the tempo hills, and then on the Sunday was the vertical, and I didn't really have a session to count as the vertical, so I figured I'd just put a steady session in there and I'd do the vertical race instead of that steady session. So started the week pretty good. I knew I wasn't going to be doing my normal flat running on the treadmill at the weekend, so I had to get it done during the middle of the week. So threw that in on Wednesday and went to a gym and used a different treadmill, which was nice, but considering the weather and the snow was so good, it was a little bit painful to be looking out at the good conditions that I was kind of missing out on. So I went for a ski in that evening as well. But yeah, I did 10 by 4 minutes, which is the progression 2 of that workout. It was on 17 kilometers an hour at 3%, so still feeling like I'm improving a little bit with the running. Slightly different treadmill, didn't really help me comparing, but felt pretty good, and it felt like a controlled but hard interval session, which is kind of what we're after, that sort of happy hard. So I did those on the Wednesday, and then on Thursday ended up doing a nice ski. Like I said, it was good conditions. Met Killian out there and we went for a few really nice lines. One line which you can see every time you drive towards my house. So it was really cool to ski that big steep line with him, and it's kind of like, been one of my big goals to ski that line. So that was really cool. A little bit outside of my comfort zone area, but I think I felt pretty good, and it was good to do it with Killian because he has a lot of experience. And then the weekend was the race. So we travelled up on Friday, raced the individual on Saturday. It's like I said, it was the first race of the year, so I felt pretty a little bit out of it, and especially wasn't really used to the fast downhills because we've had a lot of rocks and a lot of sort of weird conditions here during January. I haven't really been skiing downhill that hard, so then come the race, having to ski downhill all out was tough, and I took a big fall as well. So I thought I was at some point catching Petter, who was in 4th, but then taking that big fall and kind of breaking one of my bindings a little bit meant I was then completely out of it, and managed to come in 5th, which put me in 3rd place in the actual national championship, so 3rd place Norwegian. So that was fun. And then in the vertical, a few of the guys weren't going to take part in that took part on the Saturday, so then it was kind of a race between me, Petter and Trim being Norwegian, Petter being Swedish, so it was really just between me and Trim for the Norwegian title, and Trim beat me pretty fair and square, so I came 2nd Norwegian in that and 3rd overall. So a tough weekend, but a fun one, definitely challenging, and it's I know it's fun. I'm ski touring isn't something that I'm super talented at, so it's just fun that I'm working hard at it, slowly making progress, but still always seeing that there's improvements to be made. So looking forward to another training week. It was fun to go away racing, kind of get the competitive blood flowing a little bit, but still looking forward to the training. So that's the important thing. And we'll see how the week's going to go. The weather looks challenging still, so we're just praying to the weather gods that we get an extended period of good conditions, and if not, it's not the end of the world. We'll just keep training anyway.